It's October 2024 and Halloween's just around the corner. Do not let the real estate market scare you. Hello and welcome to our October 2024 San Luis Obispo County Market Update. Thanks so much for joining us. First of all, I just want to say thank you to James, our production person here and my marketing director. He has put on all these things, and I have to tell you, we have on average now 250,000 visitors to our website every month. I mean, that's just amazing, thinking back to, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago when we had a few thousand, and then a few years before that where I didn't even have a web page, and before that I didn't even have an email address. So it's just fascinating how much this form of media has taken off. So I would like to ask a favor. Quite honestly, I think it would be helpful because we have a lot of people subscribing and they like the show. So please subscribe because you have access to this market update where we talk about San Luis Obispo County. We have our podcast, which you'll have access to, and then we have some highlights if you don't want to, peek at our face that long. So do subscribe, check it out, and we look forward to sharing good content with you. So let's talk about 3 things. What's happening in our San Luis Obispo market. Number 2, I wrote down what's the biggest news in the last couple of years in real estate. We're going to talk about that. And of course, what are you guys waiting for? I'm going to talk about that. So the market stats pretty similar. Our inventory's up about 40% over last year, so that is to be expected and well needed. We have pending sales up about 8%, so a few more homes that are selling than were a year ago. And then closed sales is very similar over the past year, so our demand is very even. The interesting thing, new homes about 30% more, so that comes out to about 150 homes new on the market. But are closed in the same area, about 177. So still more homes closing and coming off the market than new homes coming back. Now, days on the market varies by market, but we're seeing a little bit more time on the marketplace. So what does all this mean? If you're a seller, okay, well-priced homes, good condition, good amenities, will usually sell quickly, and we're getting a fair number of still multiple offers, believe it or not. We have homes that maybe are not as in good a condition, maybe they didn't price them quite as good, and they can sit for months. So there's a tale of 2 markets. If you want to see how to take advantage of either one, listen to your broker or give us a call. Okay, so that's our real estate market. Secondly, biggest news, Federal Reserve, what do? They dropped the interest rate on the federal funds rate, not 0.25%, but 0.5. So a bigger amount than was maybe predicted. And what did mortgage rates do? Okay, what do we all expect mortgage rates to do when they did that? To go down. Okay, what did they do? They've come up. Why is that? Why is that? Well, the Fed is kind of following what happens, and the interest rates had already started dropping on the anticipation of what was coming forward. So our rates had already dropped significantly by the time that announcement was made earlier in September. So, what is the impact of that rate already? We can see that mortgage rates have stabilized. Now, we're likely, according to the pundits, going to have a few more rate drops. What does that mean? That could see mortgage rates also following suit. We don't know for sure, but it's likely to happen. Do we really know? We're not sure. Nobody really is. But all I know is anybody who bought a house in the last few years and got to refinance, and we have several clients and people that work here, have saved a lot of money with that. So these rates are very, very important. Bottom line is, the market oftentimes is leading what the Federal Reserve does, so if you wait, you might miss out. Lastly, what are you guys waiting for? Okay, I hear a lot of people, they're waiting for the election. Okay, let's think about that. Did you know that 9 out of the 10 elections, the last 9 to 10 elections we had, the following year, home values were higher than the year before. So prices went up. The one year they didn't, 2008. And if you remember that, nothing went up at that time. So that was a tough time. So 9 out of 10 times, I would put money on that. Okay, are you waiting for rates to drop? Well, they could, but they may have already. And what if you were to buy now, for example, okay, and you get your home and rates do drop? You get the advantage of refinance. What if you buy now and rates go up? You have locked in a lower rate. So to wait on rates to drop may not be the best strategy. And then the last thing I hear people worry about, what if there's a recession? Well, it could happen, but I'm just going to go back to 2022, which we kind of had a real estate recession when they raised all those rates from about April or May till the end of the year. Boy, it was a tough time for home sellers. Houses were on the market a long time. People were worried what's going to happen the next year in real estate, and guess what happened? There was a tough 4 or 5, 6 months, and if you bought or did anything at that time, the next year in 2023 was better and 2024 was better. So you're happy you bought at that time. So a lot of these fears that we all have may not come into play. So do this. If you're concerned, have questions, concerns, give us a call. We'll talk about what could happen, what your options are, and give you the ammunition to make a good decision. So that's what we're here for, to help you make good decisions. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all your great views. We'll see you next month.